Yo, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, and for better or for worse, Counter-Strike lets you change your view model settings. So what I'm going to be doing is using the worst possible options. So we're going to go into the console here, type in this command right here, offset x -2, offset y -2, offset z to, and view model FOV 60, hit enter, and when we hop in game, you'll see the monstrosity that I've just created. And here we are. This is peak Counter-Strike right here. Yeah, they give you the freedom to move your stuff around, and from my mild experimenting, this was the worst thing I could find. I like to call it the TF2 default view model, because I don't know what else to call it. You can see with the AK, it's just big, massive. It covers literally a fourth of your screen. Like anyone in the bottom right here, I just can't see this entire hallway. Whereas with literally any other view model, I would be able to. So, you know, that's always fun. Treating the AK looks like super weird, because, I mean, why would they do anything to help people doing this to themselves? I feel like this classifies as some form of self-harm. If you actually run this view model on a regular basis. But yeah, just gonna be playing like a game of deathmatch with it. Gonna be doing a few different view model videos over the next few days, just because I think it's kind of funny what you can do. And then I get to experiment with a bunch of different view models and see what I like, what I don't like, etc. But yeah, you can also see when we have our knife out, like our hand is coming out of the middle of our screen, and the other hand's coming out the side instead of just kind of being central and having one hand on either side. So that's always super fun. Let's go see what the op looks like. This just looks... It doesn't look half bad with the scope, but when you actually look at the gun combined with the scope, something just seems wrong about this weapon. And obviously the worst offender by far is this Glock. I mean, what This is the entirety of your screen just covered up by this one little Glock. You inspect the weapon, half your screen is gone. I just can't see anyone. As long as I rock around like this. Where was he? I don't know. I'm never gonna know. Oh, so you got like a sawed-off? Jesus. It's pretty funny that they let you do this. I kind of wish they would let you fuck it up even more. But the deagle top down. Like, the deagle's like at the top of your screen angled down at people. That's so weird. What a weird thing to have available. What is like... I'm assuming Nova looks, yeah, Nova looks pretty standard. M249. Actually doesn't look half bad. Like, this one doesn't take up my entire screen, shockingly. I was really expecting it to. But yeah, this is with the view model completely zoomed in and adjusted to be, like, as high and central and all that as possible. It obviously looks awful. I don't think I gotta say it twice. The deagle is kind of funny, and the Glock is just straight hilarious in the way that it covers your entire screen. Oh my god, the recoil on this thing goes insane. Yeah, that's right. Got fucked up by the world's largest view model. What do the dualies look like? Oh my, this is like painful. I hate how off-centered they are. That just looks wrong. Like having, I guess I could swap the view model hand side and then it would actually probably look okay, but then every other weapon would look wrong. And like, I don't use the dualies enough for that to really be a real concern. Yeah, like, I'll play another match. We haven't really looked at all the weapons. I'm kind of curious to test them all out. Alright, let's go to CT side. We got a few different weapons there. The USPS, you don't even see the suppressor. I have it on. When I inspect, you can see it goes off the top of my screen, and I very much have it on. But when I'm not inspecting, you just... Like, what is this? This just looks like a completely different weapon. It's like I'm just holding a little, like, milk carton in my hands. That just randomly spawns bullets. That's wild. The AUG. Oh my god! It's just half my screen by default. When I zoom in, it's completely normal, but when I'm not zoomed in, this is literally covering, like, well over half of my screen. That's so beautiful. Why do they let you do that? Oh my... Not inspect your AUG with this view model. I genuinely can't see the game that I'm playing. Is there someone there? We gotta, like, look down to see people. Holy shit. This is peak. This is what this was made for. This is why they let you configure it. The 5.7 actually doesn't look completely awful, except that when I shoot it, my hands just like spaz out, they jitter around. It's not meant to be used this way. I can see the back of my 5.7 a lot more clear, which is kind of neat, but that's about the end of that. Let's pull back out the AUG. I'm seeing too much of the game. That's so fucking stupid. Why did they even let you? What about the FAMAS? The FAMAS actually looks normal. Like this, if I just showed you this weapon alone, you would think I'm using a pretty standard view model, I feel. Like nothing about this weapon seems super off. Even like reloading and all that, even inspecting, I can actually see my screen. It's really interesting. What about the scout? Okay then. You know? It ain't awful. Right, this is actually pretty usable. It looks very weird, obviously, covering like a good portion of your screen, but it's such like a slim weapon that I can still see a lot of my screen. 5.7 looks like all the pistols just like you don't even see the gun unless you like inspect them, and then they're fine. But if you don't inspect them, you just don't even see the gun. Super weird. And what else do we have? I guess SMGs I haven't really looked at. I mean, it's kind of big with the SMGs, but it's nothing super crazy. You can still see most of what's going on. Like, it's a bit bigger than normal, but that's more of it being zoomed in with the view model FOV being down to 60 instead of at 68. But honestly, this one isn't too bad. It's just the pistols look atrocious. The AUG is a different entity entirely. And the op, like, just looks weird. I don't even know what it is about it. It just looks kind of off. You can also see what the Zeus looks like, I guess. But I imagine that'd be, it's pretty similar to the pistols. And that you don't see the weapon. Also, how did that not hit this guy? It's fucked up, man. Can't be dodging that. But yeah, that's kind of this video. That's all there is to show. I just wanted to go check out what we could do to ourselves, what the game lets you do. Even the M4 actually looks pretty passable. Like the M4 and FAMAS with this actually look okay. They genuinely don't look awful, but the other half of the weapons. Ooh. Let me know what you guys think. You know, would you use the TF2 default view model, as I'm going to call it? I'll have the command for it in the description if you just want to copy paste it into your console. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.